What's up, stranger?
Stress. Been looking for work.
What you looking for?
2 ounces of hard white.
Bitch.
People are always asking me, Kiki, the books that you write, is that about you? Is that about your life? I used to rob drug dealers. I used to traffic drugs. I was a savage. I used to get it, and I didn't care who I got it from.
I've been looking for you for 2 weeks. Where is my money?
And now I can sit here and show you guys a glimpse of my life before I turned it around.
I'm gonna ask you one more time, Kiki. Think harder, right? Where's my goddamn money at?
Mrs. Santana, you look stunning. What are you wearing? And tell us about this new venture in the fashion industry.
I'm wearing a piece from my own line. It's called Kais, designed by my brilliant partner and friend, Karen Blackwell.
Wow. Look at Adriana Santana. She's hot. I don't see Louis anywhere, though. I noticed Sheldon Chisholm and his family are here. Not to mention the other half-dozen criminals in here.
Oh, no, you don't. We're here to have fun.
But why are you here alone? Where's your recently acquitted husband, Louis?
Louis is back home resting. He has his share of bright lights and cameras. We just want to leave that whole thing behind us.
No work today. We've been here for 5 minutes and you're already profiling people? Come on now.
And what else are you looking to see tonight?
All of my friends and to show off her brilliant work. Everything that you're about to see.
We can't wait for it.
The only reason I invited you is because you're my best friend and we never get to spend time together. Plus, you're killing it in that dress. Here comes Jess. I wanted to introduce you to.
When you done?
Roger that.
Then why do you have it?
She told me to keep it!
I'll be out in a minute. Stop with the lies!
He's a very flashy Haitian with a penchant for violence. There's no one to play with, Haitian.
Where's my goddamn money at?
Sakura is dead.
Play with me again. I'm tired of hearing you talk all the time. Save it. Save it.
She's my friend. She's my friend.
But I will not give up. I will not give in. And I will not get caught. Time to go hunting.
And the winner is Wes Clark. Congratulations.
Yes, she's my mother.
Rock stars. There is nothing like those wild, rebellious party animals. Entry number 60.
When I decided to pursue acting, I never thought it was this difficult after weeks of being homeless, jobless, sleeping on my friends' couches. I'm finally here!
Just take care.
What are you doing?
Yourself. Shh. What's going on?
Tribe, they're
Terry.
coming.
Where have you been? I've been calling you on your cell phone all day.
At work.
Faith wake up dope sick, fiending for a sniff. Left the house, ain't tell her husband she was gone, she just dipped.
Why is it that you are taking large sums of money out of our account every single day?
While her family's at home, she's out there chasing that high. Roaming up and down the block, she run into this pimp guy. He's conversating with her, asked her if she trying to make cash. Next thing you know, she's in front of the pink house selling the ass. Then she gets dope sick again. She need that boy, so she out there searching again. She's tired of her life. For years she done wrong. Now she wanna do right. She go to rehab to get the help she need, and she tell her family.
I'm Yoshi Lomax, superstar attorney at law and fugitive.
So, you're the famous Yoshi Lomax. Probably more infamous.
I'm on the run from the federal government for crimes that I didn't commit.
Gentlemen, I'm Deputy U.S. Marshal Sharon Starr. I'll be taking things from here.
Not to mention being on the hit list of at least 3 of Miami's major crime bosses.
I wanted to apologize in person for leaving so abruptly last night.
Welcome back.
That's Vladimir Kuznetsov, a Russian crime boss. He's been a suspect in over a dozen missing person cases.
I mean, I didn't get here to be this successful for doing things the American way.
I need a list of the jury for my case with Hanju.
Oh, really? What's that worth to you? Oh my God, you're such a...
Mr. Santana is to be released upon processing.
So what do you know about Sheldon Chisholm?
What do you want to know about him?
I really need to know if you're going to take my case. I don't have time to play, Miss Lomax.
Money is not a problem. You know anything about his case?
It's being handled by agents in my field office.
I've learned that in this game of life, in order to win...
Ready to dance?
You gotta play dirty. You might look at me and see a beautiful, confident, successful woman.
Congratulations, counselor. Yet another win.
But underneath, I'm flawed. I'm broken. And I'm scared. So I have no choice but to run until I can find a way to clear my name.
Miss Lomax is now considered a fugitive of the United States. Catching fugitives is my business, which makes her my suspect. You and your associates are relieved.
Look. She killed one of our own.
But I will not give up.
All right, people, listen up. Get a picture of Miss Lomax out there so the public knows what she looks like.
I will not give in.
Okay. People, we got a game plan. Let's break and execute.
I will not get caught.
Time to go hunt.
So we have the extended version of the dream sequence right here. Sheldon comes to visit Yoshi in her hotel room after their meeting. Yoshi looks a little nervous at first, but then you see things get a little steamy after he throws her against the wall. And right here, Yoshi thinks she has everything under control because that's how she manipulates men, through her sexuality. So In her mind, she has him right where she wants him. You see, that's Yoshi though. She's hot, she's sexy, she's manipulative. She uses sex to get the upper hand on men. Get the win no matter what the cost. And as you can see, this is not exactly the result she was looking for. We shot this scene in Atlanta. Chuck Gomez was the director of photography. Great scene, good acting by Zasha and Wilner.
For pop R&B artist Jamela.
I picked Kelly. Yeah! Love you, hate you. I don't know if I should leave you. Stay here, right here. Push you out, let you back. Love you, hate you. I don't know if I should leave you. Stay here, right here. For your love and hate got me running.
Can we just handle this in the morning, please?
No, I think I want to handle this right now. You can give your time to the studio boy, but I think your man can get a few minutes. All right? Hey, don't walk away from me.
You're hurting me. Stop, please.
Get in the car.
I've been down this roller coaster, around in circles. We go trips around the moon. So confused, so scared, so in love, so unfair. It's so unfair, yeah.
Chastity, Maria, Sydney, Mackenzie, and Lucy.
Well, hello, ladies. I'm Bella. I have a question for everyone. Why do you think rich men cheat?
Control, attention, power.
Here, you will learn how to gain ownership of all. Are you ready to take that step?
Hey everyone, it's your girl Catherine Nunez, and you're watching Real Talk with the director and the counsel on the IE network.
Real Talk.
Hey, I'm Gina Lou, and you're listening to Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio.
Hey, what's up? It's Logan Browning, and you're listening to Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio.
Real Talk.
Hi, this is Alana De La Garza, and you're listening to Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio.
Hi, I'm Diane Franklin from Better Off Dead and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. You're listening to Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio.
Hi, this is Monique Dupree, and you are watching Real Talk with the Director on Blog Talk Radio.
Hey, I'm Stormy Maya, and you are listening to Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio.
This is Vicky Judy. Orange is the new black, and I'm here with Real Talk.
Yo, what up? This is Jay Ellis, and you're watching Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio. Keep it live.
Hi, I'm Frida Parks. You are listening to Real Talk Radio with the Director. Hey, I'm Issa Rae, and you're watching Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Yo, what up? Welcome back to another edition of Real Talk with the Director and the Jedi Council. I am the Director. I'll be with you for the next 120 minutes or so. Real Talk is brought to you each and every Monday by Born to Shine, B2S Media. We broadcast live via the World Wide Web on youtube.com/IE Network TV and Twitter. Well, we don't do Twitter no more. It used to be Twitter. Facebook, aka Meta, the social network. And of course, now you can catch us over there on Instagram. Hello, everybody over at Instagram. Yeah, let me say up. How much my IG peeps? Y'all make sure y'all drop it in, drop stuff in. Okay, Lamar, the Colony, Texas. There you go. What up? Everybody make sure that sometimes these IG names, I'm not sure who it is. Drop your name, say what up. I'll definitely read it on the air. So yeah, man. We're back for another day. We are back. I'm back on the East Coast. I'm back here in the A. After my long trip to California, Los Angeles. Yeah, great trip. We'll talk a little bit about it. Had a good time. Also, of course, we got this. We missed we didn't miss the Oscars. We remember the Oscars. We were out there. We know about the Oscars, but the show, we wasn't doing it on the shows. We'll just briefly talk about some of the Oscar winners that came through. There's no point in dwelling on the Oscars. NAACP Image Awards also happened, and just we spoke about this as well. I didn't put it in the title. We spoke about this though last time we was on the air. The Dan Snyder it's called Quiet on Set: The Dark Side of Kids TV. That documentary on ID Network, not IE Network, the ID channel, ID Network, actually it premiered yesterday, and it's a 2-part tonight. So that's why we're not covering it. I want it to happen so we can watch it. And next week we'll get more into it. But we will talk a little bit about that. Because Dan Snyder has come out now after this documentary. He has finally come out and said, of course, denied any sexualization of child stars in Nickelodeon. So during his tenure at Nickelodeon. So there's a lot to unpack there. So we'll just touch on that. Maybe not a good choice of words with this guy, right? I will touch on that. But anyway, we will discuss that topic. And then we'll get into it. We'll do a deep dive is more, next week after the show. Yeah, someone said pause. Charlie said pause. For sure. Pause. Touch on that. Pause. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, so we'll talk about that more next week, but I definitely want to at least graze the topic a little bit. Also, yesterday I had the pleasure of meeting. I've had a good month, I'm not gonna lie. My trip to California was a success, productive trip. Things that I obviously can't discuss, but shout out to my management over there, Scott Walterscheid. But yeah, some good things going on. That's all I'll say. But also I got the pleasure yesterday to meet a television icon, a television legend, and he is pretty much the godfather of sitcom television, especially black sitcom television. No, I'm not talking about Norman Lear. Rest in peace, Norman Lear. Obviously, I didn't meet him, but he is not the godfather of black sitcom television, nor the godfather of television. In my opinion, I got a chance to do a special screening of the classic film Coolie High, alongside the creator and writer of that film, Coolie High, Mr. Eric Monte. It was a pleasure meeting him, sitting alongside with him, watching the film, cracking up, laughing, crying, because seeing Coolie High, cry when Cochise died. Everybody, I don't care how many times I see it, man. Yo, they killed Cochise, man. I'm like, yo, I ain't crying, you crying. But yeah, that's what happens, man. Gets me every time. But yeah, that was a special screening over in Stonecrest, Georgia, at a place called Privy Event Center. Nice black owned spot. Definitely check them out. They're over by like the Stonecrest Mall. They're attached to the mall, but if you go in there, it's a whole lot of things going on there. Like they got all types of stuff, man. They got restaurants and spas and all types of stuff, man. And they got event center, business centers, a lot of black owned business just really kind of put out there so people can come and have a place to do the things that they need to do. So the family of Eric Monte decided to, they've been doing these pop-up events where they show up and he comes with them, and you watch Cooley High with the man who wrote it. And it's more special to be with him because not only did he write it, he lived it. That movie was about his life. So it was great to do that with him. Also, if you guys want to know more about Eric Monte, just I did a video on it that I'll probably post in here. You guys can watch it or when you get your chance, but make sure you watch it. I did a video about him a few months ago, which really broke down his briefly broke down his stint in Hollywood and his legacy that was really taken from him. Let's keep it a buck. We're not going to sugarcoat nothing tonight. And I got a lot to get off my chest about yesterday, about a couple of things, the way the industry has treated this man and the way executives, as I put in the title, I want to talk about how Black Hollywood, Black executives, and to a degree, Black people have failed this icon. They failed him. And I'll tell you why. And we'll get to that shortly. So, a lot to unpack. We're happy to have you guys back, or have us back, and everybody come back and check us out. And yeah, the weekend recap brought to you by boxofficemojo.com for the weekend of March 15th through the 17th. Let's see here. Number 5, Cabrini made what did it make coming in over the weekend? 2.8 million, puts it at $13 million worldwide. Number 4 is Imaginary. That is 5.6 million over the weekend. And that is brings it at 21 million worldwide total. Arthur the King is number 3, 7.6 million over the weekend. And that was the debut over this last weekend. So that's what it made. Number 2 is Dune Part 2. Made 28.5 million over the weekend, bringing its total. It first came out March 1st. Right now, the total is at right under $500 million, $498 million. And number 1 for the weekend at 30.1 million, Kung Fu Panda 4, which also brings their worldwide total to 177. This came out on March 8th. I was kind of expected to be maybe a little more than that, but it's all good. It's at $177 million worldwide. Didn't make a lot overseas, it didn't look like. Let me see that again. Yeah, this is one of the rare occasions where a film doesn't make as much as it made domestically overseas. Probably because, I don't know, maybe Asian countries are offended by Kung Fu Panda. I don't know. But it was just a guess. They only made 69 million international, so that's interesting. So that is your weekend recap brought to you by BoxOfficeMojo.com. We are glad to have you. Shout out to the chat room, of course. Everybody holding it down for me in there. And the chat room over at Facebook. Shout out to my people over at Facebook. Once again, shout out to the people over at IG. Keep dropping comments in there. I'll get to them. I'll try to read them. And we appreciate y'all being here with us. Real Talk with the director and the Jedi Council. I am the director, in case you haven't figured that out yet. And I brought my Jedi Council with me. Don't believe me? Well, here they are. Ralph, Kev, you're in the building. Welcome back, gentlemen.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, everybody?
Gentlemen. So I did it, Ralph. I made the trip.
Did you have a good time?
I did have a good time. I had a really good time. And most importantly, I was very productive. Very productive.
Did you go to Nakatomi? Did you go to Nakatomi
Huh?
Plaza? Did you go to
No.
Nakatomi Plaza?
Did not. Didn't get a chance to do a lot of tourist stuff. I told you I was gonna be. I'm focused, man. I'm trying to get the bag, baby. I'm focused. So I did a lot of all of my social type events that I went to was for business. I didn't do a lot of tourist stuff. I did get to Amoeba. I did get to
I saw that. I was
Amoeba.
like, all right.
Yeah.
Isn't that the best place? That is like the best place.
Oh, it's awesome. I
Yeah.
could have stayed in there for hours, but I was just there. Shout out to my girl M, who, down with the International Dynasty. She was really kind of like taking me around and showing me certain things whenever I had the time to do it. I really appreciate her for doing that. She's one of the artists with International Dynasty. She hasn't been up here yet, but we'll bring her up in the next couple of weeks, just like we've done previous artists. Shout out to all the artists out there. Romaine, of course, everybody at International Dynasty Group that really went out of their way to make me feel at home. And I really appreciate that. They were, they had people pick me up from the airport, and I was rolling around. Every time we rolled to do something, we went down to Hollywood, Walk of Fame, all that stuff, and then we went into Amoeba, so it was cool. It was cool. That was a nice little quick thing. I did make it to the Hollywood sign. That was cool. That was real cool.
Did you take a stroll down the Walk of Fame?
I did. I didn't go all the way up to. I didn't go all the way
itself?
to. I was walking on the Walk of Fame, but I did not go up to like Chinese theater area and so. But I didn't go all the way that way. I was on the other direction where Amoeba was, and saw Capitol building,
because
stuff
that's
like
where
that.
Tupac's. Because Tupac's star is right in front of Amoeba Records.
Yeah, I think I did see his. I don't know. I didn't take any picture of anybody's stars. I know some people were pointing out where Aaliyah's star was. Somebody said it's not over there by there, it's somewhere else. But I didn't realize that it ran the whole boulevard. I didn't realize the whole boulevard was the stars.
It's long, and it's not even just the boulevard.
Long.
Even when you go down the side streets, the Walk of Fame cuts down the side streets too.
Yeah, that's what one of those side streets. Someone pointed out that's where Aaliyah's was and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a lot. I didn't really go down there that long. We just kind of went down there. We went to Amoeba, we grabbed I saw some place talk about some New York style pizza. Everybody does that. I'm
It
like, let
sucks.
me see
I
what
would
this
told you,
is. Let me
nah,
see.
nah, and it
Let
was
me see.
expensive. It was like $4. It was
Very,
like I think it was like
bruh.
like $5-6 last time I went there.
Bruh, it's more than that. I bought we bought 2 slices and 2 Cokes. $26.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
So those slices are probably like $10 a piece, and the Cokes were probably $3 a piece, and there's the $26 right there.
Yeah. You would
They're
better
big
going across the
slices,
street to Shake
but I'm
Shack.
like, what are they keep thinking that these big, huge slices are New York style slices. Like, I mean, the slices are kind of big in New York, but they're not huge. Like, this thing was bigger than my head. It's like, what is it? Like, I don't know. I mean, and you know, Miriam, who was with me, she's asking me, so what makes it New York style? I was like, this don't. I know that much. I said, number one, it's good. Number one, New York style tastes good. And you can fold it. Okay, you can't even fold that because it's too big. I'm like, you have to be able to fold the pizza for it to be New York style. You got to be able to fold the pizza so you can eat it. That's New York style. You can't have some big floppy slice that's this big. You can't even fold it. You fold it over, it's just gonna flop down. And not enough grease either. New York style gotta be greasy. You gotta fold it, drip some of the grease out, and then you can eat it. I mean, everyone tries that. Everywhere I go, people talk about it's New York style. New York style. I don't know why they keep saying that. It's not New York style. So, you know, I was hungry, so it was okay. It wasn't great. It was definitely wasn't worth $10 a piece. So,
You could
I
like I said,
just
you could
realized
have went
this
across the
too.
street to Shake Shack.
Oh yes, Shake Shack. Here's another thing. I did make it to. Well, I've had Fat Burger before, but I did go to Fat Burger. I did make it to In-N-Out Burger. I went to In-N-Out Burger as well.
Mm-hmm.
Did not make it to Roscoe's. Yeah. So In-N-Out Burger actually is quite good.
I was
In-N-Out Burger
surprised. I was surprised. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
It's quite good. I was like, okay. And actually, they are actually surprisingly reasonable with their prices. Their prices was reasonable. Now, I just told you I got 2 slices and 2 sodas for $26. When we went to In-N-Out Burger, we each got a combo that came with a burger, fries, and a drink, and we only paid $20. It was only $20. So I'm like, that's reasonable. That's competitive with all the other places. You know, you go there, you get 2 meals from McDonald's, you might be paying, you're gonna pay more than $20 sometimes, depending on the meals, you know, the sizes, but you got, you know, it's about the same. They're competitive, about the same. So that's reasonable to me. You know, I kind of came to the, you know, came to the conclusion because I haven't had Fat Burger in a long time, but I remember when I had it, I didn't really like it. I didn't think it was all that. I was like, when we had it, this was years ago when we covered the opening of Fat Burger in Long Island. And it was like, eh. And then I had it again and I was like, eh. Same thing. So it was cool. You know, I was great. I was just happy to, you know. But yeah, we went out, you know, shout out to my man Dre. We was out there. He had the all black affair that he went on Oscars night, and that was nice. live band there. It was cool. The Essence, shout out to the Essence. The Essence Hollywood House event was really good, really cool. It was great to see all our black creatives in one room. Hundreds of beautiful black people in one room. Very nice. All creatives. That was cool. But overall, man, my trip to Los Angeles. Oh, I also went to. Oh, shout out to our boy Tony Perez, AJ Perez. I met up with him out there, and over in Manhattan Beach, and he treated me to a authentic Mexican dinner at a spot called Ponchos, which is right off of Manhattan Beach. Very nice, authentic Mexican style restaurant. And I had me an authentic Mexican taco. So that was cool. Shout out to Tony Perez for linking up with me on that. And yeah, man, but it was good. It was good. But more importantly, it was very productive. I met a lot of people, made a lot of good contacts, and set a lot of good things in motion. So, mission accomplished. And overall, as we all know, or maybe don't know, if you know me personally, you know that I hate flying. I was always petrified of flying. I haven't flown in an airplane uh, in over 25 years until then, till now. The last time I've give you an idea how long it's been a little over 25. My son is 27 years old. When I flown, the last time I flew with him, or last time I flew, period, we was taking him and his sister to Disneyland, Disney World, and he was 2. He was 2 years old. He is now 27 years old. So it's been over 25 years since I've even stepped foot on an airplane. So it was all an adventure for me. I did do some live. Shout out to everybody that jumped on my live and wished me luck and told me to, it's okay, but whatever. I was definitely nervous still, but I was more anxious than nervous. I wanted to get to do what I had to do. And the flight wasn't that bad. I didn't panic. I didn't go crazy. I did some techniques. I did some breathing. I did a few things, and it helped me. So, am I rushing to jump on the plane? Tomorrow, maybe not, but I'm not. I'm that much less, afraid to fly. So, it was cool, and it helped that the captain.
It's a start.
They did.
It's a start.
It's a start, bro. It's a start. Yeah, I mean, if I get called out there again, I'm going to go. Because if I get called out there, more than likely it's going to be for work. Because now I've already set things in motion. So the next time I get called to go out there, it will be to work. So that's cool for me. I will be going. We'll be jumping on that plane. Yeah, man. So that was cool, man. And like I said, so yesterday I had the pleasure and honor to sit and watch Cooley High with none other than Eric Monte, who wrote the film. Not only wrote the film, he lived the film, because that film is directly about his life. If you weren't sure, let me assure you, Preach in the film Cooley High, that is Eric Monte. Just as, and I even found out something. His daughter, who was there, obviously, and she also confirmed every character in this film is based directly on a person he knew or knows. So Cochise was his best friend that died. Brenda, who was his love interest, is that woman who was up there, his daughter. She said, "That is my mother." She said that character is based directly on my mother. Because yes, they had that, and he did go off to California. I think eventually they got married, stuff like that. So this movie, it even hits even different watching it with them, because it's like, oh wow, I knew the movie was supposedly at least loosely based on his life, but it's like it's his life. It's not loosely based on his life. It's his life. So very very good experience. Very good experience. And I wanted to talk about I want to take a moment and talk about a couple things when it comes to this Eric Monte thing. And if you don't know, if you're listening or you're watching and you don't know who Eric Monte is, we do have, you can look him up. You can Google him. He is, I did a video here on the IE network. We did a video and I'll put the link out there in the comments if you want to check it out. It's also, it's been out there. And there's plenty of videos of him out there talking about Norman Lear, how Norman Lear basically stole from this man. And yes, Norman Lear, who has been considered the godfather of sitcoms. Well, I don't know how true that is, because how can you be the godfather of sitcoms when you stole more than a handful of sitcoms from one person, and that be Eric Monte? So, we was there. We got a chance to see the show with him. There was a Q&A, and outside they were selling merch. Merchandise. He's at the table, and like I said before, you gotta know the story of Eric Monte. It's a story that everyone needs to hear, and a story that needs to be told, right? I'm not gonna sit here and tell the story from the beginning to end right now. Go watch the video. Go look it up. But it's a tragic story to a degree of how Hollywood, here's a man who is from Chicago, went to Hollywood, ended up there, becoming a trendsetter, just an icon, just a trailblazer when it came to writing TV sitcoms, and a lot of it was based off his life, right? Not knowing how to deal with the sharks that are in Hollywood, and it really, really turned out bad as far as him not getting the credit to this day that he deserves as a creator. So I bought some merch there. They had here's a t-shirt. You see it here? I can't really see it on the screen. T-shirt. Oh, there it is. You see that? Eric Monte t-shirt. Yeah, I bought. Also got this poster that was signed by him. This poster has the legendary writer Eric Monte, the godfather of sitcom, creator of Cooley High, Good Times, Jeffersons, What's Happening, Sanford and Son. See? They got all the different things there. Here's a picture of him, and he signed it. Real cool. Real cool. Took a picture with him. Of course, that was a highlight for me. was able to get a picture with the man himself. And I tell you, I have been, I literally, when I saw this come across my wire when I was out in California, originally I was supposed to stay there until Tuesday, till tomorrow. So I wasn't even going to do the show today. But when I'm like, yo, so I had my manager front load all our meetings last week to the early part of the week, and I was able to switch my flight and come home because I was like, I really, really, really would love to go to this event and meet him, because I was like, oh man, I don't want to miss this, So I was able to pull it off and go to this event. And here I am with Eric Monte. It was a really good event. Like I said, it was held at this nice place. It was an intimate setting. About, I don't know if roughly, it might be more, I might be low balling it, but roughly 50 people showed up. I could be low balling it, but still, with that being said, I was happy to go, and as you can see, I'm happy. He's happy. He was a real sweet guy. Really, really nice guy. I was happy to be
I was
there.
looking at the picture.
Go ahead.
I was looking at the picture of him. He looks like the guy that was on that played the mute uncle or the mute family member in Baby Driver. I know it's not him, but he looks like him. That's when I first saw. I was like, "Wait, that's the guy from Baby Boy, not Baby Boy, Baby Driver."
Yeah, Baby Driver. Yeah. He, Eric Monte, like we said, he is directly or indirectly responsible for half of the TV sitcoms that our generation grew up on. Honestly, he came into the game when he wrote. He created the characters of George and Louise Jefferson and Lionel Jefferson for All in the Family, where they debuted their characters. He then pitched the show The Jeffersons to Norman Lear, who did give him his start. And he wrote, then Mike Evans, who played Lionel, the original Lionel Jefferson, asked him to write a show with him. They both co-created Good Times. Good Times, once again, is a show that is the projects that they live in out there. And Good Times, that is where he grew up. It's based off of where he grew up. He got credit for that, but that's one of the only ones he did get credit for creating. Some years later, after he left Good Times as a writer and went to do Cooley High and things like that, next thing you know, the Jeffersons, after he pitched it to Norman Lear, and he was shot down by Norman Lear. Norman Lear said, nope, it'll never work. That's what he said. He said, America, they won't stand for a black man on television calling white people honky. That's what he said. Lo and behold, a few years later, here are the Jeffersons. No credit to Eric Monte whatsoever. Not even for creating the characters. The Jeffersons goes on to run for 11 seasons. The longest running black sitcom ever. At 11 seasons. So remember, this is the same guy that said it'll never work to him. Little bit time after Cooley High was a success, in the box office for that year. ABC approaches Eric Monte and asks him, "We'd like to do a show that's kind of like a spinoff of Cooley High. We want to get you in on it. We want you to co-sign it, blah, blah, blah." He said, "I'll do it if we could do it under my production company only. I don't want any of these other people involved. Definitely don't want Norman Lear and his people involved." They say, "Yeah, sure." That show became What's Happening. And if you look, like I said in the video, if you check the video out, if you look at a picture of Eric Monte when he was young, Preach from Cooley High, and Raj from What's Happening, they look the same. All three of them. Very similar looks. Raj was based off of Preach from Cooley High. He was a writer, just like Preach. Right? Just noticed something the other day when I was watching Cooley High with them. Preach had a little sister named D. Raj had a little sister named D. Yeah. So in that whole situation, ended up kind of screwing him as well. He's indirectly responsible. I say he's directly responsible for the Jeffersons because he created the Jeffersons, the characters. He's indirectly responsible for Sanford and Son. Why? Because he was the one that put it in Norman Lear's ear. He gave Norman Lear the idea of, because Sanford and Son is nothing but a remake of a British show called Stepford and Son or something like that. He gave Norman Lear the idea of making it with black people and to use Red Fox, which Norman Lear once again did his same old trick. Nah, it'll never work. Red Fox is too filthy. He's got a bad mouth. We can't put him on television. Lo and behold, they make the show Sanford and Son, and Norman Lear is crowned a genius. Right? They also, if you think about shows that went on, because the Jeffersons started something that we didn't see up until that point. We didn't see a black family wealthy, or, whether they're wealthy or have money, and, on that sort. You didn't see that before the Jeffersons. That started another trend of families with more positive, higher income or whatever, such as the Cosby Show. Things like that. You can indirectly credit him for that because it kind of, spent like that. Then you say, okay, obviously Good Times, where he had a lot of trouble on that show. He was a writer there, one of the staff writers. He was the creator. He got credit for it. But he was in the writer's room and just had difficult times because the writer, there was all white. He was the only black person in the writer's room, the writer's room. And they they were writing stuff that, how they thought black people talked. Like, black people don't talk like this. But he has been the innovator of so many different television series. He did go on also to write something for the only shows he wrote for in the later years was he wrote an episode of Benson, he wrote an episode of Moesha, and he wrote an episode of the Wayans brothers. Those are pretty like the only other ones, because what happened was when he decided to sue Norman Lear, because Norman Lear was stealing everything that he had created, Norman Lear settled with him or tried to settle with him out, where he pay him a certain amount of money, and that would be that, and he would, drop the lawsuit. Whereas he wasn't going to take the deal, but unfortunately, his lawyers at the time kind of, no one forces you, but it kind of forced his hand because they threatened to leave the case, walk away from the case if he didn't sign the deal, which he did. He signed the deal, and at that point, he was blacklisted from Hollywood. Norman Lear blacklisted him. No one would work with him. No one would listen to pitches. He couldn't get any pitch meetings. He couldn't get anything. And for that happened pretty much for the rest of his career. You talk about the man who created these shows, Good Times, The Jeffersons. What's happened? This man can't even get a meeting, a pitch meeting. Right? I say all this to tell you, we all know what Hollywood did to him. They blacklisted him. But Norman Lee, Eric Monte is still here with us. He's been here with us, and his life hasn't been the greatest. As like I said, if you do your research, you'll find out. If you watch my video, you'll find out. However, let's talk about Black Hollywood. Let's talk about the executives. Let's talk about some of the Black millionaires and billionaires and executives, producers in Hollywood. What happened to them? You mean to tell me they don't know Eric Monte's story? I find that hard to believe. You can literally Google it, and every story will come up. Just Google his name. Where's the Oprahs? Where's Tyler Perry? Tyler Perry took a picture after Norman Lear passed. Tyler Perry has a picture of him and him and Norman Lear, and he says, "Yeah, this guy was my television hero." So you've never heard of Eric Monte, Mr. Perry? I wonder. Where are all of these producers, these Black producers that pro-Black, yeah, pro-Black this, pro-Black that? Where are you? Eric Monte is having a small event here in Stonecrest, Georgia, where he had roughly 50 people show up and enjoy spending time and watching one of his great works with him. He's sitting there at a table. He's selling merchandise. This is how he is surviving. Where are they? This is how he survives now. Not only the executives, Black folks, period. Where are you? I've seen GoFundMe's for the stupidest things. GoFundMe this, GoFundMe that. This man is responsible for our childhood. Where are they? Where are you? We come out the event. He got the table spread out. All types of goodies. T-shirts, mugs, books, posters. It's all good in the hood, right? I'm first online. All right, give me a t-shirt, give me a poster. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, okay, how much is that? All right, let me cash app you. Bang, bang, bang. 50 people at least come out. I turn around, corner of my eye while I'm doing interviews. And I'm seeing people. They're coming up, phone in their hand, asking to take a picture with Eric Monte, the legend. Not buying one piece of material, not one piece of merchandise. Where are they? Are you kidding me right now? Let me give you more perspective. I'm going to give you more perspective. The event was free. It was a free event. Movie, free. Popcorn, free. Drinks, free. Snacks, free. They cut a cake at the end of the ceremony. After the Q&A. Free. Why did he not sell out his merchandise? It's beyond me. Black people, where are you? You gotta be kidding me right now. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. And I'm sure he sold some stuff. I ain't in the man's pockets. I'm sure he sold a few things. But I saw a lot of people walk out of there empty-handed. You came in, you ate their food, you ate their popcorn, you drank their drinks, you ate their snacks, you ate their cake, and you didn't buy one piece of merchandise. Shame on you, black people. Period. Where are y'all? Where we at? And it be the people that pro black, pro black, pro black. Bullshit. Bullshit. I don't want to hear it. This man is a legend, an icon, responsible, especially. I can't even hold the youngins. I can't get on the youngins for this one because they are on their own thing. They don't even watch TV. Our generation, Generation X, where are you?
But it's not fair to really go at everybody because of this. Because who knew about it? I didn't even know about it until you told me about it, and I'm here in New York. So I mean, if it's not advertised,
what I'm saying is everyone who was at this event knew about it. Everyone who was at this event knew his story, and if you didn't know his story, all you had to do was they literally played a video about his story. So even if you didn't know the ins and outs of the story,
no, I'm not talking about his story. I'm talking about the event. How did they advertise the event for people to know that it was even happening?
I mean,
you know, who did the family reach out to? But who did the family reach out to say, hey, look, we're having XYZ. We like you. And it's not to say that they didn't do it, but
they put it on social media like most people do. And
but
like
again,
I said, it's not even about, okay, I'm not even complaining about who didn't show up. If you didn't show up, you didn't show up. If you didn't know about it, you didn't show up. I'm not complaining about that. But the people that was there. The people that was there.
So basically, what you're saying, like for everybody that was there, would it really killed you guys to buy a poster, buy a T-shirt, buy something for the man because you're sitting there on their dime, like you said, eating the food, the popcorn, the juice, the candy, the cake. No, hell, you could have just bought a damn 8x10 picture of the guy for what? Maybe we charging for autographs. If he was even charging autographs, maybe $20. But you can go out there and spend $20 for a bottle of Hennessy
or anything else. You see what I'm saying? And had the audacity. I peeped at least 3 or 4 people just out the corner of my peripheral vision. People having the audacity to come up and ask to take a picture with him and didn't buy nothing. And I'm sitting here like, oh, wait a second. I mean, come on now. You coming up with phone in hand. Could I take a picture with him? Why are you going to take a picture with him? You didn't buy nothing. So you can flex on the gram. So you can show off on the gram saying, oh, picture with the legend. But you didn't buy nothing. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I always talk about. This is what I always talk about. Things like this just drives me up the wall. And I always get people always come at my neck for talking for going at our own people. Well, guess what? I just laid it out to you. There shouldn't have been one soul in that room that night that shouldn't have walked away with something.
Well, they did walk away with something. The memory of being at the event. And a full stomach.
That didn't, let me rephrase that. That didn't purchase something. And I don't know. I know his daughter, his granddaughter. Yeah, they running it, and they're very nice women. And I don't know if they let anybody grab a picture with them, whatever. Now there was some press there too. I'm not talking about press. Press obviously can take pictures and stuff like that. Just people coming up to him with their phone in hand, asking his daughter, can I take a picture with him? And I'm just like, I don't know these people, but I felt like just taking over saying, nah, y'all can't do that. Y'all got to pay. You got to pay. I felt so much. I felt like I had to keep everything in my body not to say that because it ain't my place. But I'm just like, y'all niggas need to pay. You ain't getting no pictures of this man, and you ain't pay nothing. Why is it always that? Why?
Because unfortunately, like most people think, they think they came to a free event that they shouldn't have to spend money on nothing.
Yeah.
And it should have been, and again, this is, I blame them, but I don't blame them because it should have been stated like we have merch in the back. Can y'all please support us?
They stated that we have merchandise in the back. He'll be signing. There's merchandise in the back. Outside. It was outside the, where the venue was. Outside, yeah, they definitely made that announcement.
Nah, but it should
nobody are not it. People are not idiots.
Like picture with minimum purchase.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what it
but
should have made. It
people
should
are
have made
not.
like
People can't
picture
be.
with minimum purchase.
Yeah.
What they should have did was, I don't know how the venue was set up, but they should have had the merch inside the venue.
Well, it's inside the venue. It's just like, but in it's right outside the doors. The doors is just like if you were in a movie theater, and the merchandise is right outside the hallway in the movie theater, not in the actual theater. That's like kind of how it was. It's not in the place where they were showing the theater, showing the stuff. Right outside. You can't miss it. You can't. You have to go past it to get in. I'm not letting people off the hook. They should. They did what they were supposed to do. People are not stupid. You have merchandise, the man sitting there. They had the price list right there on the table. What else do you want? But yet, people still, I just want to take a picture with him.
It'd be like that. It's like
Black
listen,
folk.
when Demetrius has his expo, coming up every year. No matter how much Time Mark or Fred Williamson, whoever is there, yes, there are times they will get up, and if it's someone that want to take a picture, yeah, they'll look at the person and say, okay. But really, they're not taking a picture with you unless you buy something. And it's not like it's saying $1,000. We're talking 10, 15, sometimes like $10 to $15.
It's just like at Comic-Con. You treat it just like when you're at Comic-Con. And his convention is a film convention or whatever. It's any other convention, at a Comic-Con or anything like that. You're not taking pictures with, freaking Doctor Who unless you pay money.
Yeah.
It's just not.
It sounds like listen. Last time I went to a Comic-Con,
and you have to pay to get in Comic-Con. You got to pay to get in there.
But last time I went to a Comic-Con, Stan Lee was there. They were charging $100 just to take a picture with the guy.
For a picture.
Not even talking about if he.
Not even an autograph.
Talking about if you autograph it. That's what your cell phone was $100.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just with your cell phone, not autograph,
Matter of fact,
whatever.
This expo was coming up in 2 months. This fan expo. I got the list. Somebody I was like, well, one like Gina Carano was going to be there, right? It's $75 just to get a picture with her. 75. Yeah. The wrestling thing, the WrestleMania is in Philadelphia in 2 weeks. You got the WrestleMania fan access, but you also got this thing called WrestleCon. Someone I know a bunch of wrestlers are going to be there. Some of those wrestlers charging you $60 just to take a picture with them. That's to take a selfie. Not even talking about you want to autograph or you want to take a picture with them with that belt around. I'm looking like, I mean, come on, folks. You got to do better. You got to do better. And why take a picture with the man? Why take a picture with the man, right? So you could have it for your Instagram. Say, well, I met this guy. You don't know nothing about this guy, but you're not going to support him. Supporting him is not watching the Jeffersons because Norman Lear is credited as the creator of this, so you, now I bet you if it was the other way around, if that was Norman Lear standing there and you guys want to take a picture, you paid to take the picture with him.
Well, I'll even take it even better. That's what I'm gonna say. If it was Norman Lear there and there was white people there, they would have paid and they would have bought the merchandise to take the picture with him. Keep it 100.
Yeah.
It's black people that do this. They do it too often. They do it too much. And it's time to stop the foolishness. Stop it. And I hold accountable to people that came because they know who he is. They know his legacy. They know what he's contributed. And if you didn't know when you walked in that room, you knew when you left that room. So there's no excuse. None. No excuse. When I got the ticket, I was like, it's free? Say, oh, register and get the ticket. Oh God, it's free. I walk in the room, I see a bunch of snacks on the side of the room, side of the hallway or whatever. Oh, they're selling snacks here. Oh, it's free. I didn't even have none. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Wait a minute. When West did they have the good snacks? Did they have the good brand name snacks? Like it wasn't like did they had Twizzlers or was it like some knockoff?
They had brand name stuff there. They had brand name stuff there and popcorn, bags of popcorn. Like like the little bags like you would get at like a carnival, like that type of bags of popcorn. There. And a nice cake. I didn't even get a chance to get a part of the cake. Why? Because them Negroes walked out with the cake. Negroes walked out with the cake. They all got pieces of that, but no one walked out with a T-shirt. I don't say no one. Some people did. Everyone should have sold out. Everyone there should have at least bought, like Ralph said, buy a T-shirt, buy a picture. This picture here that I'm holding up. The picture that I'm holding up here in the in my picture, the poster that he signed. Buy that. Buy a mug. Buy a T-shirt. What is going on, man? This is what I'm talking about. It's pathetic. Black people, you gotta do better, man. Gotta do better. I did a whole video on him. Took me almost a week to research it and put it together. I put the video out there, promoted it. I'm starting to re-promote it, rebrand it, because I gotta find the right hot word or whatever you want to call it. What they call tag. I gotta find the right tag that's going to get people to actually watch it. Once again. But if it was Eric Monte, doing some messy shit, then everybody would be looking at it. If it was Eric Monte in a scandal, then everybody would be watching it. They'd be looking up Eric Monte. You see? If it was anything messy, scandal, whatever, everybody be on that. Oh, did you hear about this? Did you hear about the guy who created Good Times in the scandal? Then everybody be on it. That ain't it, black people. That ain't it. If it was Eric Monte, in a sexual scandal, everybody be on it. So quick to go and jump to the messy stuff. But nobody wants to support what they really should be supporting. That's our people. See it all the time. You see it now. Cat Williams comes on, does an interview, says a bunch of messy stuff about people, talks about people, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Whether he feels it's true, whether it is true or not, doesn't matter. He says a bunch of messy-ish, and he's the greatest thing since sliced cheese. Cat Williams came on and said something that Cat Williams been saying for 10 years. He ain't changed. Can't blame him. He been saying this stuff. But now all of a sudden, Cat Williams never lied.
Yeah,
Cat
okay.
Williams tell truth.
Yeah, okay.
They all afraid of Cat Williams. That's all it is. It's got to be tied to a mess for people to even, for black people, I'm going to rephrase that, for black people to give any sort of real attention. Because guess what? Keep it 100. You don't see it so blatant with others. It's always us. And then we got somebody who represents some of the best times in black people's lives. Even if, millennials and young Gen Zers may not have been here for it, but I know a lot of millennials that still watch those shows and reruns. And once again, the fact of the matter of being introduced to this gentleman, knowing who he is, knowing his legacy, knowing the hardship that he went through. And if you don't know, okay, I understand that. Google is your friend. You go. But like I said, I can't go after everyone that was there. I'm talking about the people that was there. Oh my God, I can't, bro. I just can't. Can't with these people, man. I can't. But what am I to say? Guess what? I'm getting on black people. Who knows? Some black people won't even know to check me. You know why? Can I give you a guess? Because it's like pulling teeth getting black people to support this show. Keep it real. So here I am going on and on and on and on and on. And black people probably won't even hear it. It's just too, it's, you can't make this up. Shout out to all my listeners, all of our supporters, black
Loyals.
and white and everything. What'd you say?
Loyals.
The loyals, yeah.
The loyals.
Shout out to all of y'all. I'm a little heated tonight because, I'm very disappointed. Not surprised, just disappointed. Unfortunately, not surprised. Here we are, black creators. We do what we do. Us ourselves. 3 black men doing what we do, trying to do something positive in the world.
Hey, I hate to tell you this, but my grandma was Dutch. For y'all that don't know, that's from Blazing Saddles. I hate to tell you, but my grandma was Dutch.
So, moving on. Shout out to Eric Monte, the Monte. Well, I was the Monte family, but obviously they have different last names. But shout out to his granddaughter, his daughter. Shout out to the whole family holding it down for that man. making sure his legacy is preserved. He gets his flowers while he's still here to smell them. But you know what? Let's turn these flowers into some bread. How about that? I did tell him though, I will keep everyone posted. I will keep everyone posted. However, they will provide, once they provide to me, I think they will be creating like a GoFundMe. I even said that in my video. I said, if there was ever a reason to create a GoFundMe for a person, this would be the reason. And I asked them that they're putting that together. Once they have that together, I will promote that on the show. And once again, it's time to bring our people to task, and it's time to bring some of these black people, that executives that's in the business. I refuse to believe that they don't know Eric Monte's story. I refuse to believe it. Of course they know it. But they wanted to trend on the side of Norman Lear, so they just act like it didn't happen. Time to bring them to task. Just like how I'm the same way about everything. Just like how I said, I'm going to go ahead and be like Soulja Boy and take credit. We should take credit for, we was one of the first shows talking about with hip hop, when we was talking about how hip hop, the pioneers need to be supported. They should have a hip hop union, stuff like that. We were talking about that years ago. Now people are finally doing it. Bravo. You got Nas that's in on it doing stuff. You got LL Cool J with Rock the Bells that, provided, he's in on, but they're providing money and opportunity and, stocks and shares and things like that. Retirement plans for the pioneers of hip hop. Same thing should be with this gentleman. He needs to have a retirement plan. So let's hope we can, the people that do care, the people that do support, the people that it means something to, let's hope that we can get together and help this gentleman. And that's pretty much all I gotta say. That's all I got to say about that. So like I said, the movie or the docuseries Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV is now playing. It's streaming now on ID Network, the ID channel. The first part was last night. It's also, you can also catch it on HBO Max streaming. After, tonight, I said we mentioned this last time we was on the air. And so now that time is upon us. Dan Snyder has now come out to and say and deny the allegations that he sexualized child stars on Nickelodeon. One of the quotes was, some adults project their adult minds onto kids shows, end quote.
Well, bro, isn't that what you was doing? I'm sorry. I only
well,
saw
he's
the
claiming
first
that's not
15
what he was doing. He's claiming that ain't what he was doing. That's just what we're doing.
Wait. So the video with Amanda Bynes when she said no, I'm sorry, not Amanda Bynes, Ariana Grande, where she says, I wonder if I can get juice from a potato, and she looks like she's jerking off the potato, and she said, give me some juice. It needed in my mouth. That's not an adult.
That's you. Ralph, that is your adult mind projecting your thoughts your adult thoughts onto that kid show. That's that.
Well,
Let Dan Snyder tell it. That's
well, wait. But wait a minute. Who was the one that came up with the idea to film that? Was it not an adult? It wasn't Ariana Grande. It was him. Or the video or all the clips where you saw the girls playing with their feet and they're sticking their feet in their mouth, or the other one where she's laying down and she's spraying herself down with water like she's excuse me people, like she's being orgasm on, trying to keep it kind of clean. I mean, come on, son. Let's be real.
This is what he says. So, ID the new ID docuseries Quiet on Set, Dark Side of the Kids TV series takes closer look at some of the series Snyder created, including The Amanda Show, All That, iCarly, Victorious, and Sam and Cat, calling out that some appear to sexualize young child stars like Ariana Grande, who you just talked about, Jamie Lynn Spears, and the specific scenes that they've been cut into compilation videos. Snyder, however, denies that he ever intentionally did that. Quote, everything that happened on the shows Dan ran was carefully scrutinized by dozens of involved adults and approved by the network. If there were an actual problem with the scenes that some people now years later are quote unquote sexualizing, they would be taken down. But they are not. They are aired constantly all over the world today still. Enjoyed by both kids and parents, a representative for Snyder told Variety in a response. And then he says, remember, all stories, dialogue, costumes, and makeup were fully approved by network executives on two coasts. A standards and practices group read and ultimately approved the script, and programming executives reviewed and approved all episodes. In addition, every day on set, in every set, there were always parents and caregivers and their friends watching the filming, watching the rehearsals. Had there been any scenes or outfits that were inappropriate in any way, they would have been flagged and blocked by this multi-layered scrutiny. The statement continued, unfortunately, some adults project their minds onto kids' shows, drawing false conclusions about them. End quote. So that's pretty much what they say here. And of course, the documentary is a two-part docuseries. It airs starting yesterday. It's airing tonight at 9 p.m.
It's on right now.
Right now, basically.
It's on right now.
ET on, yeah, exactly. It's ET, which is Eastern Time, on ID and streams on Max. Features both cast and crew who worked with Snyder through the 90s and the early 2000s on Nickelodeon. In addition to claims of sexism, racism, and inappropriate workplace behavior, the special also features crew members alleging they were asked continuously to massage Dan Snyder on set. Here's another quote, I guess, from the Dan Snyder pom-pom leaders. Dan deeply regrets asking anyone for neck massages. Really? So why do you do it every day? His team says in response, though they happened in public settings, he knows this was highly inappropriate and would never happen again. End quote. So that's them saying that there. Nickelodeon's declined to
you
comment.
only saying it?
Just say, yeah, you saying it because now people.
Is he only saying that because now Right. If no one said about, would you still be asking people to do it to you on set? Come on, bro. Let's be real.
Bruh. That's all I could say.
I smell the bull. Like The Rock says, can you smell what The Rock is? Nah, I can smell what Dan is trying to push. It smells
Look at this.
like.
How about we take a little stroll down Dan Schneider Lane? Here he is right here with somebody. I don't know who the hell it is. All right. Here's a picture of Dan Snyder with Ariana Grande.
That's okay.
One of many pictures.
That one's all
that's
right.
A fine picture. That's fine.
That one's okay. That one's okay. I'll even go with that one. Okay.
Nah, I don't know about that. Given the whole, I don't know about that one with the age and all of that. But whatever. If you friends, you just like two friends. But this is this is a work relationship. Maybe they became friends eventually. We're not sure of her age there. Here's some of the other.
No. The feet. No.
Oh yeah, he's addicted to feet. He's got a foot fetish. There's just him with old girl there. There's the thing you talked about.
Right there. That's look. I don't know any teenagers, right? I know it's been a minute since I had to deal with teenagers, but I look at my god kids, my niece, my nephew. I don't ever remember any my goddaughter Vaina or my niece Nini, anybody laying down in bed, dousing themselves with a water bottle. I don't remember that.
Okay, that's just him and her again. There's another one of the shows.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Lynn Spears and Zoe 101. Nickelodeon made so many inappropriate squirting jokes. They made Ariana Grande put her foot in her mouth on film, and more than once too, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
She used to always do everything with it. She'd be eating with it, driving the car with it, like doing all that stuff. That's the picture again. He was always up in their hair. I used to do that all the time. There's a lot of pictures of him out there smelling their hair and shit like that. Dude, it's a creep. That's just a regular picture. But there we go. We got feet in the pictures and look at all of this stuff, man. Yeah. And you got to look at the body language here too. That's like more of that'll look like hey, I wanted you to come up from behind me and grab me like this and take this picture. That picture's more like, oh, you're there. Look at the body language. All this stuff. And these are the things that this show, this docuseries discusses. Because look, written by Dan Snyder. Right there, feet with faces painted on the toes. There's another picture there with somebody holding somebody's feet.
No. Look at the picture right. No. Look at the picture right above where it says written by Dan Snyder. That picture.
Yeah.
Don't that look like threesome?
Yeah. It does. It got her in a sandwich.
Got her in a sandwich. She's the baloney.
This is.
I'm not trying to be like funny.
I know what you're saying.
But look at that. I mean, and if you go back to that, you see, no, look at her face. I don't see if you can zoom in on her face, but look at her face. It looks like she's like either way too happy, or it's like I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
It is. It's something with that.
A lot. If you really look at the body language and the facial expressions of a lot of these people when Snyder is hugged up on them, just look at it. That's all I can say. I'm not going to tell you what to think or what to look at or what to look for or what to interpret. Just really look at the pictures. That's what I say. Here we are again. Someone says here, what I can confirm, however, is that he was a blank, that's blanked out, psychological tormentor. He introduced me to panic attacks, and the stress of working for him caused me to develop a significant heart arrhythmia. I eventually had surgery to correct the issue, but by that point, I lost all of my 20s. He stole those years from me. This was a former employee. That's not Ariana Grande. I mean, that's her in the picture, but that's not what she said, just to clear that for people.
Now
She didn't say that.
I'm going to say this
Look at
because I
this.
start like I
What
said.
is this?
Yeah. Look
The
where his
hell is this?
hands is. Look
Where
where
his
his
hand
hand
is.
is.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
You're like, yeah. Right.
Look at
Now
that
I'm going to
face.
say, I'm going to say this, and the only thing I'm probably going to defend Dan Snyder on, at least for right now, at the what I saw so far. One of the things that was raised to complain in there was the work schedule, that they were working long hours. I'm sorry, folks, but that is part of being an entertainment business, right? You may not like it because they're I get where you don't like it because they were children, but let's be clear, right? Michael
That's the
Jackson
fact.
and the Jacksons, the Osmonds, right? The guys that were in the Partridge Family, even you saw it in the movie King Richard, Venus and Serena Williams. If you're trying to be successful, yeah, you do got to put hours. And as an athlete entertainer, you do put in longer hours than someone working a regular 9 to 5. So if that's what some people are going to complain about was the hours that they worked. That's a different
If
aspect
it's
than
the
saying
crew,
he's sexual.
I agree. I agree with you if it's the crew, but if it's the cast, remember there are regulations that are supposed to be in place from the union. Child actors are only supposed to legally only supposed to work a certain amount of hours. Now, if they were pushing those hours, then they were breaking union rules.
Agree that
You know.
agree, but what I'm sitting there saying is that trying to sit there and also throwing the idea because he was working the kids hard. That's part of
Yeah.
entertainment. You go that's a different aspect to sit and saying
Yeah.
he was sexual, anything sexual inappropriate. Working hard is not inappropriate. That's life.
No, I
Sorry,
agree.
I
Working
hate to break it
hard
like
is
that.
not inappropriate. No, I agree. Working hard is not inappropriate. That's something that, it comes with the business. But they also talk about him being abusive, whether it's verbally or whatever the case may be. Stuff like that. No, you ain't supposed to be doing that. And then things like this is a 120, 300,000% inappropriate. You don't touch little kids like that on the. I don't care who this kid is. All right, you're still at work, right? And that's the end of those pictures there. I just grabbed a few of them. There's plenty more of him. There's a lot of those pictures that was going around of him. Every time he took a picture with a female, he was like smelling their hair or something like that. Some crazy, creepy looking thing. Then of course you have, like we just said, the things that happens on the shows, the sexual innuendos, with the jokes, with the punchlines, this, that, and the little sound bites that they did at the end of every show of Victorious. It was a sound bite that was an inappropriate joke, right? Or inappropriate sound bite that was cleverly weaved into the script to make it seem like, so he can make the statements that he just made, that we are the ones that are the perverts, because we're thinking these things that he has them do and say is inappropriate and sexualizing. So we're the perverts, not him. The adults we're projecting our adult minds onto onto these kid shows. It's our fault. That's pretty much how he's trying to do it. He's trying to flip it around where it's like, yeah, it ain't my fault. It's their fault. They're the ones. It's not me. It's them. I remember one representative saying Dan really relates to the children because he was a child star himself. So he really relates to them and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So now you're saying because he was a child star, he relates to them and he kind of gets really involved with them and blah, blah. It's almost like he's a kid again and blah, blah, blah. Well, isn't that the same thing y'all were killing Michael Jackson for? Is that the same thing that y'all was saying Michael Jackson was a child molester because he hung out with kids? Now, granted, he didn't produce a show with the kids, whatever. But the bottom line is that was the excuse they used, right? You know, it's crazy. I'm telling you, it's I'm trying to find
Yes,
there's a
Joseph.
list.
That is the chunky kid, the chunky guy that was on head of the class. Which I didn't
That's
even
him.
know that he actually wrote the script for that he actually was produced head of the class. I didn't even know that until I started watching that thing last night, which was like, wow.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, he
Yeah.
but technically he is not a young child actor. He is at that point. I think he was close to 20 years old. So 20 years old is a
Right.
big difference than 11. Let's be clear with that.
Yeah. So they said here's a list on BuzzFeed that says here's a list of it says here 28 Nickelodeon scenes and jokes that were super inappropriate and problematic looking back. They said a while back we asked BuzzFeed to tell us about the moments Nickelodeon shows were actually pretty problematic looking back. Then they have here. I'll just read a couple of them. I'm not gonna read all 28. Let's see. Do. On iCarly, just everything about Sam and food. Just let me eat one more meatball. Is a picture of her with the meatball. You said that 3 meatballs ago. Then you have there's the picture of. Let me just bring that up and I'll show. There's the one we talked about, the Ariana Grande one. Anytime young girls were sexualized on Dan Snyder's shows, but especially in Victorious bonus scene with Kat tried to drink water upside down, but it was super sexual. Right? There you go again. And when squeezed the potato in the same clip. When she squeezed the potato in the same clip. You talked about that already. That whole entire little extra series with Kat had a lot of disturbing moments. There's also a scene where she rubs a potato for no reason. That's another clear sexual reference.
That's what I was just talking about. She wrote
That's what
something.
we were
I
just
need
talking about.
right, like potato. Can I get juice from a potato?
Yeah. Juice from potato. But yet, Ralph,
Now
we are the
I ain't never heard of a teenager look at potato. Now, yeah, like the science experiment, how you can get electricity from potato. Yes, I ain't never heard of a teenager sitting there saying, "Can I get juice from potato? Let me rub the potato like I'm going up and down, like what's that? Like the shake weight, right? Because you know what the shake weight is, and see if I get some juice out of a potato."
Yeah. And another one. Also, when Kat was surrounded by guys shooting water guns at her in a clear pornographic reference. There's that. And similar inappropriate scenes where Zoe was squirted with candy on Zoe 101 in the face. Right. But it's us. It's not them. It's us. All the time, Spencer dressed as a woman on iCarly, and it was played for laughs, but especially the time he dressed as Great Aunt Natalie and was called a man lady. I don't know what that is, means. Beat it, buddy. Oh my God, scrutiny. Okay, whatever. Victorious. When Beck made a joke about his aunt being transgender and purposefully misgendered her to make a joke. Okay, that must be the problematic. 'Cause they said sexualized and problematic, right? I guess that was the problematic one. Also, boats, airplanes. My uncle Barbara. Okay, I didn't watch the show. Drake told Josh to get a sex change, so I guess that's a problematic one. Do. So here's just a bunch of ones that they talk about here. Something obese. Why drink boring old soda when you can drink something new, something Asian, something obese? What? I don't know what the hell that means, but yeah, like I said, this is just one of the things. If you look at other stuff where inappropriate times, the sexual sound bites, references, there's like a whole list of them. I was trying to find the list that at the end of every show, right? Let me see if I can see the list. I had found a site one time that had a list of those things that they was, those sound bites at the end of Victorious. Yeah, ending taglines. Here we go. I'll read a few of them. So, just to set everybody up for what I'm about to read. At the end of Victorious, they always took a soundbite from a scene that happened in the show. At the end credits, you seen it was all the way at the end when you saw like this was Dan Snyder's Bakery or whatever he called it. You see the logo at the end, and you heard it would be a callback to something that happened earlier in the show, right? So the callbacks were usually these sound bites, right? But it was just one little piece of what happened in the show. So the words would come out when you go back and play them right behind each other, it's just very weird, very sexual innuendo type of deal, right? And this is from Victorious, right? In taglines. Let's see. There's one said, "This is getting weird." Okay, that's fine. You failed. Let's see. Toot your pickle is one sound bite. And he only takes that one part, and you hear them say it, right? Enjoy my monkey fur. This is not so tight. Let's see. Let's see what else we have here. More power. Sometimes I do it to myself. That's another one. Said by Andre. This episode was called "A Film by Dale Squares." Yay, I love excitement. And then you has Cat saying that, of course. Yay, I love excitement. I can't take it anymore. Then this is the exact words that they're saying. And like I said, it's something that you wouldn't think nothing of it. First of all, you have to watch all of the credits to even hear it at the end of the credits. Second of all, it's really just a clip, a snippet of what was something that happened early in the show, right? Here's another one said by Tori. Is this gonna hurt? Probably. Another one. So that's all that was said. Then you got what else? Ooh, it's all tingly. These are all things that these sound bites that they're saying at the end of the show. Beg me. Oh my goodness. It's just crazy. Then there's one. Giggles. I like it. Cat again. And most of these are Cat saying these things, which is Ariana Grande's character. But it hurts. Another one. Eh. You're holding your banana backwards. Another one. And I mean, it goes on and on and on. Then the whole yes. Then there was one about, yeah, I smell your foot. All type of shit. A wiener. These are all like, and this is, but yet it's us. It's us. It's not him. This is let him tell it. So it says here's the quote count. Most of the quotes was Tory. Makes sense. Victorious is the show, right? Cat had 10 quotes. 13 was said by Tory. 8 by Robbie. Yeah, so I mean, and there you have it, bro. The bottom line is, and don't even let me play. I'm not gonna play that stuff. Those things that we just showed, that we just said, I just read, were all, you could find those on YouTube. Someone put a compilation of them together, playing one after another. And it's like any parent, my brother used, hey, what's up? What up, Ev? Appreciate you. Shout out to Miriam. She like I said, she held me down out there in LA. That was my LA tour guide, aka babysitter. Just, very kind. Very kind. Yeah.
I need a
Like
tour
I
guide
said,
when I go back.
Parents, my brother is a parent who his daughter watched the show, loved the show. Parents, when this started, when they really kind of look at this, a lot of parents is like, wow, I never looked at it this way. And now when that stuff started to come to light, people are like, damn, what is going on? It was all in plain sight. Yeah, man. Dan Snyder is a creep. Let's keep it on it. He's a creep. That's right. He is. Now, all this other stuff that he's allegedly, it's funny that he's never ever said anything until now. Because now you have this docu-series that's out that's blaming him. Now he's been blamed by in the past, but no one has. Funny thing is, no one has truly like come out against him and named him. A couple people did, Jeanette McCurdy. She wouldn't name his name though. She just referred to him as the creator. Well, we all know who created those shows, but she didn't say his name. She wrote her book, talked about all of the craziness that went on set for iCarly. Right? It's just I can't wait to watch this. I'm a like when this thing is over, I'm gonna watch it tonight so we can do some more discussion on it next week, because I'm definitely going to watch it tonight and see where this goes. All right, Dan Snyder, man. So anyhow, before we end the show, the what was that? The NAACP Image Awards was the other night. It wasn't last night. It was like Saturday night or something like that. I don't know. Hosted by none other than Queen Latifah. That went down, and I'll just kind of quickly go over some of the winners, some of the things some people got celebrated. That's another thing, man. Don't even get me
Happy
started on
birthday
that.
to the queen.
NAACP, man, they need to step up, and they need to acknowledge Eric Monte. The NAACP needs to get involved, and they need to honor Eric Monte at one of these shows. She said it was an honor to join you. I appreciate you, Em. I really do. Word up. So quickly, the winners. Entertainer of the year went to Usher. Nice way to round that out. He started out at the beginning of the year, last year. He had that good run with the residency. He started off the year good with the Super Bowl. So he's got entertainer. He won entertainer of the year. Outstanding motion picture, The Color Purple wins. It beat out American Fiction, which it shouldn't have. I'm sorry. American Fiction was a really, really good movie. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Bruce Penn. My man Bruce Penn was like, I was gonna watch it anyway. I had it on my list, but he was like, no, don't have it on your list. Watch it. And I went and watched it, and I'm like, yo, this film, it's well deserved of the Oscar that it won for best screenplay, because that film was very well written. Very well written. I don't know if you had a chance to check it out, Ralph. I think Kev saw it.
I kept wanting to go see it, but the movie theater that around here, they didn't have start playing. Like they only had like one show in the day. They was only having one show a day. It was like 6:30 at night. I'm like, I'm at work. I can't watch the show.
I think I think if you have Max or if you have Apple, it's on that platform. It's on one of those.
Okay.
Went blah.
All right. If it's on Cinemax, something I have to look at because I do want to see it.
No, HBO. It's either on HBO Max or it's on Apple. But not Cinemax.
All right, I have to check it out. I do want to see that one. I was like, I want to see that.
Let's see here. Let me see. Can you guys hear me?
Wes, you can't hear us?
Why can't I hear you?
I can hear you.
Can you hear us?
We can hear you.
Hold up.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Keep talking, people, because I'm trying to hear you here.
First of all, let me give a shout out to NCAA Awards last night.
I see your.
Let's all give a shout out to the Queen Latifah. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Queen.
Alrighty. Switch it up then. How about now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I just want to say Emma Stone did not deserve the Oscar she got. She should have. It should have went to the other woman. It should have been Emma Stone. No hate, but I'm just saying. And on the side note, how the hell Emma Stone got 2 Oscars and Angela Bassett don't even have 1? I'm just saying.
Hold up. Fine. How about now?
I can hear you, Wes. You can't hear us?
Yeah, I know you guys can hear me, and I can hear you right now because I changed the speaker, but I don't want it on that speaker. I'm trying to change it back to my original buds here. Give me 1 second, people.
And shout out to Shout
Gonna
out
have
to
to reset.
Ryan Gosling because that
See what
Oscar bit, I'm Just Ken, that was probably some of the funniest thing I ever saw before. It literally had me cracking up.
Say that part again, Ralph. I just
I
got you
said,
back in
I
my
said,
ear.
well, I said first of all, let's give a happy birthday to the Queen Latifah. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Dana. Emma Stone did not deserve, should not have won the Oscar for Best Actress. That should have went to the Native American woman. I forget her name off the top of my head.
Oh yeah,
But
Lily
and
Gladstone or whatever.
yes, and on a side note, how the hell Emma Stone got 2 Oscars, but Angela Bassett don't even have one? Just saying.
Yeah, it's funny how I saw someone put something up about Angela Bassett not winning an Oscar or something like that, and people were like, "Oh yeah, she didn't really. That wasn't no Oscar worthy performance for Wakanda Forever." Yeah, I'm hearing all these people saying this, and I'm like, "Well, was Jamie Lee Curtis' performance in that film Oscar worthy?"
Say less. Say less.
No, really.
Say less. Say less. Say less.
Hot dog fingers. That's Oscar worthy.
Say less.
And her walking
Right.
around basically acting like Michael Myers.
All I will say is this. Have I not lost enough?
Have I not suffered enough?
Yeah, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something.
Listen.
First of all, I'll start by saying I love Jamie Lee Curtis, but that has nothing to do with the fact that she did not deserve that, and she knows she didn't.
She shouldn't even have been on the stage.
She shouldn't even have been in
No,
the
no,
running. But here's the
in the
deal.
category.
All right, here's the deal. It's okay to give the category, but here's the deal. She got that award for no other
Nepotism.
reason than, well, not just nepotism. That's part of it, but not just because of that. Because they knew, the voters, they knew that Jamie Lee Curtis would probably never, ever be nominated for an Oscar again in the rest of her career. Not because she's not a good actor, but because of the roles normally that she takes aren't usually Oscar type of roles. So she gets nominated for a supporting actor in this. Okay. There's no way she should have beat out Auntie. I'm sorry. There's no way she should have beat her out. But
nope.
Like you said, now Emma Stone is a good actor now. Not gonna take that away from her. But once again, I personally, I think she might have deserved this Oscar more than she deserved the other one, because I mean, every time you make something about Los Angeles, all our land, and they're singing and all this other stuff, and I mean, I'm saying it was a good movie, but I'm saying, they love stuff like that, so that's always in their favor, just like Tarantino made Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. People like when movies are made about that, right? Especially if you're keeping the old school feel to it, right?
You know what? I'm just going to say it. I'll be glad when a lot of these old ass actors die off and these old Academy Award nominees die off. So
well,
that way
some of the voters, you mean, like some of the
the voters.
The Academy.
I can't wait till they start dying off, because we need to. And it's not harsh, because you know what? The change is not going to come until they're removed. You're not going to get. The only reason why we're getting more diverse picks is because now we're infiltrating the ranks. So as we start to pour in more, and because of how pop culture is running right now, people are starting to become more open to what they're watching. And fortunately, because these things, when they're nominated, you have to watch them in order to vote on. Unfortunately, some people don't watch. They just be like, oh, it's just another black film, so I'm just going to check a box for somebody else. And that's why I'd be glad when y'all start dying off. Because you know what? And I'm not, let me stop. I digress. Just leave it at that.
So, so The Color Purple beats out American Fiction, They Clone Tyrone, Rustin, and Origin. Outstanding actor in a motion picture, Coleman Domingo for Rustin. He beats out Denzel Washington in Equalizer 3. He beats out Jamie Foxx in The Burial. He beats out Jeffrey Wright in American Fiction, which he was
That's the
phenomenal.
part. No.
Bro.
No.
Bro.
You don't beat
He
Jeffrey
was
Wright.
phenomenal.
You don't. No.
You don't beat up people. You don't beat out peoples.
No. You don't
Yeah,
beat,
you
no,
don't. You don't.
beat
You
people.
just
You don't
don't.
beat people.
You just don't. You just don't. And listen,
Jeffrey
listen.
Wright is one of the better actors of our time. That dude is a phenomenal actor.
Listen,
And his performance in American Fiction,
it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, I dare say it's better than his performance in Westworld. And Westworld was great. He was awesome in Westworld. But even I mean, and I know this is stupid of me. No, it's not stupid of me to say. I'm just gonna say it. My favorite performance of him is when he played Peoples. That's when I fell in love with Jeffrey Wright. I was like, this
you
black
thought he
man
was
just
you thought he was a Latino.
Yo, I
You
thought
thought
he.
he was
I
Latino.
thought.
You damn sure did.
Listen. I thought he was Dominican for real.
Yeah. I was like, yo, what? Yeah. Jeffrey Wright, let me tell you something about American Fiction. Once again, I'll mention it again. This film, well deserved of the Oscar for best screenplay, or I think it was adapted screenplay.
Yeah, adapted screenplay. Yeah.
Screenplay. Well diverse. It was very well written. Very well written. And the acting,
screenplay, not adapted screenplay. Screenplay.
Well, there's two screenplays. There's adapted screenplay and original screenplay. That was an adapted screenplay because it was a book.
Oh, it was a book. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it won for adapted screenplay, best screenplay, adapted screenplay. Then you got best screenplay, original screenplay. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Domingo. You're a good actor yourself, but Jeffrey Wright murdered that role in American Fiction. It was so well done.
Now,
too.
Mr. Domingo,
all the actors did well.
No, but Domingo should have won for what he won for because he won for that. Domingo won for what? What movie was that?
Rustin.
Oh, Rustin. Yeah, no. That did y'all watch that? No, that was that
first war. He should have won an Emmy. He should have won an Emmy for Euphoria. That's what he should have won an Emmy for. He should have won an award for his role in Euphoria. Because in that show, he is excellent on that show.
Very
but
good.
You just was not better than, and I haven't even seen American Fiction, but I've seen pieces of it. You're just not acting Jeffrey Wright. You're just not. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. You're just not.
Yeah, American Fiction was just really, really well done. And it was well acted on by all the actors. It was just such a well done film. So, outstanding actress in a motion picture went to Fantasia Barrino for The Color Purple. Yeah. So there you go. She beat out.
Yeah. Okay.
When did they get their awards? Because I don't remember seeing them. When did they get their awards? I don't remember seeing them getting. I don't remember seeing Fantasia and them going up.
Yeah, she won. Yeah, I saw her speech. It was hers was near the end. Holly Bailey, she beat out for Little Mermaid. Tiana Taylor for 1001. Yari Shahidi for Sitting in Bars with Cake. Outstanding supporting act, huh?
Wait, what was the last thing you just said?
Sitting in Bars with Cake.
Never heard of it.
Shahidi. Yara Shahidi, I think her name is pronounced. She was one of the people that she beat out. Outstanding supporting actor in a motion picture, Coleman Domingo for The Color Purple. So he won for Rustin and for The Color Purple. Interesting.
That was
They
he won.
they
So he
didn't
won
show.
supporting actor, and he won. So he won for lead actor in Rustin, and he won for supporting actor for The Color Purple.
What, this is the Image Awards.
The
Yeah. So okay.
NAACP
Oh,
Image
okay.
Award.
All right. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Corey beat out Corey Hawkins for The Color Purple. He beat out Glenn Thurman for Rustin. He beat out Jamie Foxx for They Cloned Tyrone. He beat out Sterling K. Brown for American Fiction. Another good performance in American Fiction. Supporting actress in a motion picture went to Taraji P. Henson for The Color Purple. So The Color Purple really was kind of having their time at the NAACP Image Awards. Outstanding independent motion picture, Brother. That was the name of the film. Outstanding international motion picture. Yeah. Oh, so it won twice. It won for independent and it won for outstanding international motion picture, Brother. All right. Outstanding breakthrough performance in a motion picture, Felicia Pearl Posse for The Color Purple. I don't know who she played in that. Outstanding
That already
ensemble
sounds
cast. Outstanding ensemble cast. Well, she beat out Mila Davis Kent in Creed 3. She beat out Layla DeLeon Hayes, the angry black girl, and her monster.
That movie was so good.
She beat out Aaron Pierre for Brother, and she beat out Tiana Taylor for 1001.
And that was another good one, 1001. If y'all didn't see it,
yeah, I saw
definitely
it.
go see those two.
I saw that. Outstanding ensemble cast in a motion picture. You guessed it, The Color Purple. They beat out American Fiction, Rustin, The Blackening, which was funny, and They Cloned Tyrone.
Yo, listen. I don't understand how The Blackening was. Well, I do understand why it was as an ensemble cast. Yeah, that makes sense for The Blackening to be up there because that movie was dope.
Movie was funny.
That movie was
funny.
dope.
It was good.
It was.
Outstanding animation motion picture, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Right. Outstanding, which it lost the Oscar to. What was that? Little Ruby that it lost the Oscar to.
I can't even remember.
It didn't win the. No, it wasn't Little Ruby. It was something else it lost to. Outstanding character voiceover performance. I didn't know they did that over here. That would be Issa Rae, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Outstanding short form film, live action, The After is the winner. Outstanding short form animated, Lil Ruby, winner. Outstanding breakthrough creative, Blitz Bazooey, The Color Purple. Color Purple is just destroying it right now. Outstanding youth performance in a motion picture, Mila Davis, Kent, Creed 3. I think that was the little, the girl who's deaf, right?
That was it.
Yeah.
That was his daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I just want to say something about the NAACP awards for film. I honestly think it's just a makeup for whatever the Oscars didn't do. That's we all know that's what it is, and I'm not mad at it. But
no,
I really
think they're supposed to be honoring our people anyway,
right? But what I really think is if you're going to do an award show like this, reach deeper into the pool of film and movies that are out there across the board, streaming and everything, and then put it together.
Well,
I mean,
they have a streaming category. I'm about to get to that.
Oh,
Television and streaming categories.
Mm.
Outstanding comedy series, Abbott Elementary. Beats out Harlem, Survival of the Thickest, The Neighborhood, Unprisoned. Outstanding actor in a comedy series, Mike Epps for The Upshaws.
Yeah, the Upshaws better have got something
Yeah.
because that show is
Outside,
funny.
right. Outstanding actress for in a comedy series, Quinta Brunson, Abbott Elementary. Outstanding supporting actor in a comedy series, William Stanford Davis, Abbott Elementary.
That's a carryover from last year because Abbott Elementary did their thing last year. So
Outstanding supporting actress in a comedy series, Ayo Edebari, the Bear. I've seen her before. She's good in that show. Outstanding drama series, Queen Charlotte, A Bridgerton Story, winner. Outstanding actor in a drama series, Damson Idris, Snowfall.
okay, I get that. That was against
I
what?
liked
Who
his.
did he beat out?
He beat out
I
Idris
didn't like the
Elba
way
for Hijack. He beat
for
out
what?
Idris Elba for Hijack, Forrest Whitaker for Godfather of Harlem, Jabari Banks for Bel Air, and Jesse L. Martin for The Irrational.
Damn, that was a tight one between him and Forrest Whitaker for
Godfather
Godfather
of
of
Harlem.
Harlem because Forrest Whitaker kills that. If y'all haven't been watching it, I suggest y'all go back and watch it. Y'all can catch that on MGM, the MGM channel. You can catch that on, and I think AMC.
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Outstanding supporting actor in the drama series, Adrian Holmes, Bel Air. Oh,
What?
Adrian Holmes. Which one is that? Is that supporting actor? So is that the
So
father, Adrian
that's
Holmes?
no, that's got that. I think that's probably
Or is that
Carlton.
Carlton?
Yeah, against who?
No, Adrian Holmes is the father. He's the one who plays the father. He's the one who plays.
Oh, come on.
Uncle
No,
Phil.
Carlton should have. No, I don't agree with that. Carlton should have got that the guy that played Carlton. His character is a jerk, and I hate him. But that means he's doing his job as an actor, and he really does his job as Carlton. Like he's
Yeah.
the other spectrum of the other Carlton. Like that's Carlton 2.0. Like
Yeah.
like he's short of
Yeah,
wearing a
he is.
MAGA hat.
Well, he wasn't. I guess he wasn't nominated.
But who was the
Then you
father
got.
again? Who the father beat out?
He beat out Amin Joseph from Snowfall.
What?
Giancarlo Esposito for Godfather of Harlem.
Oh no,
Royce Hawkins, Chicago PD, and Wendell Pierce for Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan.
You know what? You know what? Yes, they got that wrong. They got that wrong. From Jack Ryan to Giancarlo Esposito, he beat out them too. There's no way.
Yeah.
There is no way.
Wendell Pierce from Jack Ryan. So outstanding supporting actress in the drama series, Gail
My blood
Beans.
pressure is high right now. Jesus Christ.
Outstanding television movie, limited series or dramatic special, Swarm was the winner.
Against who?
It beat out Black Girl Missing, First Lady of BMF, The Heist 88, and Lawman Bass Reeves. Beat out that. So Swarm was good though.
Swarm was good, but I can't. That's a little bit of a tie going against Bass.
You know that was created by what's his name? Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget his real name, but him. Then we have outstanding actor in a television movie, limited series, or dramatic special, Keith Powers, The Perfect Find. He beat out Courtney B. Vance for Heist 88, Brian Tyree Henry for Class of 09, Lance Riddick, the Kane Mutiny Court Marshal, and Samuel L. Jackson's Secret Invasion. So, outstanding actress in a television movie, limited series, or dramatic special, Chloe Bailey. Praise This. So she won that. She beat out Dominique Fishback from Swarm. That was the lead woman in Swarm. Gabrielle Union for The Perfect Find. Megan Good for Buying Back My Daughter. And Ali Wong, Beef.
Yo, you cannot say beef without me laughing. Yo, that show is hilarious. Oh my God, that show is hilarious.
Yeah. Outstanding supporting actor in a television movie limited series or dramatic special. Don Cheadle, Secret Invasion.
What?
He beat out Carl Anthony Payne, Binge to Death, Damon Wayans and Cinnamon, Damson Idris and Swarm, and Jarrell Jerome in Full Circle.
I guess.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I guess. Damson Idris, I don't think had enough time in Swarm. So
He didn't. He was in there for like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
so
he
I
wasn't
don't
there
even.
long enough.
I
Damon
mean,
Wayans and Cinnamon. I gotta watch Cinnamon again. David Wayans actually did good in that. That's actually a Tubi original, Cinnamon. But it's look at Tubi getting nominated. Oh wait, let me just rewind.
You know what? Yeah, and I'm gonna tell.
Rewind it. Look at Tubi getting nominations.
You know what? I'm gonna tell my daughter because I was watching the whatever it's called, the Black Girl and Her Monster, which was mad good, and she's like, "Is this a Tubi movie? I'm not watching this. It's a Tubi movie. I ain't watching this." I'm like, "It's not a Tubi movie. What are you talking about?"
Well, Tubi has joined the Cinnamon was nominated, or at least Damon Wayans was for Cinnamon. That's a Tubi original. Outstanding supporting actress in a TV movie, limited series, or dramatic special, Felicia Rashad, Heaven Down Here. She won. Outstanding news information series, 2020, Kerry Washington, Thicker Than Water, a conversation with Robin Roberts.
Who did she beat out? Even though anybody talking to Robin Roberts, because Robin Roberts, I got such a crush on her. Yeah. Who did she beat out?
It beat out the 1619 project.
How?
Yeah.
Well, the 1619 project is kind of old, so that's okay. I can understand that. Go ahead.
Beat out the Griot with Mark Lamont Hill, The Readout, and Into America. Outstanding talk series, The Jennifer Hudson Show.
Wow, Roland Martin wasn't even nominated.
She beat out Heart to Heart, Sherry, Tamron Hall, and Turning the Tables with Robin Roberts. Outstanding reality program, reality competition, or game show series. Wildin' Out won. Beat out America's Got Talent, Barbecue Showdown, Celebrity Family Feud, and Critter Fixers, Country Vets.
Wait a minute. How did they beat out Barbecue Showdown? If y'all never watched Barbecue Showdown, let me tell you something. Listen, and I love Wild Out.
How they beat out Barbecue Showdown?
I've never seen it. I've never seen it, so I can't.
And I love Wild Out, but they beat out Barbecue Showdown. It's something wrong. It's something.
Man. I said a variety show. A Black Lady sketch show won for outstanding variety show.
Who they beat?
Yeah, that deserved that. That deserved that one.
They beat out a Grammy salute to 50 years of hip hop. They beat out Chris Rock, Selective Outrage. They beat out My Name is Monique. And they beat out Wanda Sykes. I'm an Entertainer.
Wanda Sykes show was funny, but I don't see how that the Black Lady sketch show did not beat the 50th year of hip hop.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it really does. It really does. It really does.
Yeah.
I was looking at the one episode when the girl, every time she breaks up, Patti LaBelle comes out and starts singing On My Own.
Oh, yo, that was hilarious. You know what? You know what? I take that back. You're right. That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Yeah. Outstanding children's program is Gracie's Corner. Outstanding performance by a youth, series, special, television, movie, or limited series. Leah Seva Jeffries, Percy Jackson, and the Olympians winner.
Hmm.
That's a series special, whatever.
Yay.
Yeah, okay, cool. Outstanding host in a talk or news information series. Sherry Shepard. Sherry. She beat
Who she
out
beat?
Cameron Hall. She beat out Joy Reid. She beat out Bomani Jones. She beat out Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Bayer, and the whole people, all of them from The View. And Alyssa Farrah Griffin from The View. Oh, that's all of
Yeah.
them. Yeah, all that just was all of them.
Okay.
Outstanding host in a reality competition, DC Young Fly for Celebrity Squares. Wow, he won something.
Oh,
He
and
beat
what did
out
he beat
Anthony
out?
Anderson and Cedric the Entertainer and Kings of Barbecue, Kings of BBQ, Nick Cannon, the Masked Singer, RuPaul, the RuPaul Drag Race, and Steve Harvey, Celebrity Family Feud. So he
Why Kiki
won.
Palmer? Wait, they got all of them up there, and Kiki Palmer's what's the quality?
Nope,
Because that
she's not
wow,
up there,
wow, wow,
which is
that's a
weird.
snub.
But she was nominated for Entertainer of the Year, but she didn't win.
Oh, okay.
Usher won. Usher beat that. Uh, Michael B. Jordan won for Outstanding Guest Performance. Michael B. Jordan won for Saturday Night Live. And his Saturday Night Live was pretty funny, the one he was in. But he beat out Ayo Edebari from Abbott Elementary. Oh, she made a guest star on Abbott Elementary. Okay, because she's usually on The Bear. Then Garcella made I could never pronounce her last name. Beauvois, whatever the last name is. Fancy. That's what I call her. Survival of the Thickest. Giancarlo Esposito for The Mandalorian. He was great in that.
Yeah, he was excellent.
Ray Wood Jr. for Daily Show. Okay. Let's see. I'm just gonna jump. Damn, they did a lot of freaking categories. I'm gonna have to jump down some of these. I ain't going through all of them. Shoot, time to end the show. Outstanding short form series, reality, nonfiction. I was a Soul Train dancer. That was the winner.
I
I
don't
never
even.
heard of that show.
I don't even.
I
I
ain't
don't
never heard
even.
of that show.
I have
What
no
did they
idea
beat
what
out?
that was. Did you know Mama Man's Kitchen, Ritual, and RuPaul's Drag Race? Okay. I ain't seen
Yeah.
none of them.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I was a Soul Train dancer.
I was a Soul Train dancer.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So in the recording categories, outstanding new artist went to Victoria Monet. That's outstanding new artist. Outstanding male artist, Usher. Outstanding female artist, Her.
Who did she beat out?
She beat out Ari Lennox. She beat out Janelle Monáe. She beat out Tim's. And she beat out Victoria Monet.
Wow. And what's her face got snubbed? SZA got snubbed.
Yeah, I think that was crazy. But that was crazy. Her album
was bananas.
Her album was retarded. It was so great, man. It was crazy. Outstanding gospel Christian album, Father's Day, Kirk Franklin was the winner.
Who he beat out?
He beat out Kiera Shirt. I don't know who that is. Pastor Mike.
She's one of the
Jr.
shared sisters' kids.
Okay. Pastor Mike Jr., Jonathan McReynolds, and the Maverick Way Complete Maverick City Music.
Okay,
Outstanding
that makes sense.
International, okay. Me and You, Tim's. She won that. Outstanding Music Video, Visual Album, Sensational, Chris Brown featuring DeVito and Lil J. They won. Then you have Outstanding Album, Jaguar 2nd, or Jaguar 2, Victoria Monet. Outstanding Soundtrack Compilation Album, The Color Purple. So they had a big day that night. They beat out The Little Mermaid, The Godfather of Harlem Season 3, Creed 3, the soundtrack, and Metro Boomin presents Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
That y'all gotta listen. The Godfather of Harlem. Let me tell you something, man. I don't see how. Well, you know what? It's classic stuff. So I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
And then I'll jump on down and see outstanding hip hop rap song, Cobra, Megan Thee Stallion. She beat out a bunch of Vic Mensa, Lil Durk, and J. Cole all my life. Larry June and the Alchemist, Sitting on the Top of the World, Burna Boy and 21 Savage. They're all new people anyway. Outstanding duo, group of collaboration, Sierra featuring Chris Brown, How We Roll. Outstanding original score for TV or film, Transformers: Rise of the Beast. One.
Yeah, that you know what? I'm surprised that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles wasn't on that list. What were they?
No, they were not
Because that soundtrack for that movie was crazy. They had all the bangers on there.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
Transformers: Sound of the Beast was their soundtrack was dope too. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that when they
Once
had Andy,
again,
I'm sorry, when they played Andy up in the theater when we was watching Teenage Mutant, I literally stood up.
And once again, for outstanding writing in a motion picture, Cord Jefferson, who was the writer and director of American Fiction, took that home.
Nice.
Here. And my last bit of categories they got too many god darn categories. I ain't doing literary section. We're gonna do directing categories. Outstanding directing in a comedy series, Nima Barnett for Grand Crew. Outstanding directing in a drama series, Dawn Wilkinson, Power, Book 2, Ghost. Winner.
How is that still winning? Oh, well, Book 2. Okay.
Our outstanding directing in a television movie or special, Chris Robinson, Shooting Stars. Okay. Outstanding directing in a motion picture, Ava DuVernay, Origin. She beat out Antoine Fuqua for Equalizer 3, George C. Wolfe for Rustin, Jewel Taylor for They Clone Tyrone, and Michael B. Jordan for Creed 3. Outstanding directing in a documentary, Alan Hughes, Dear Mama, winner. And that is going to be the end of it, because I am not going to be going over literary stuff. What else? Any other thing else that sticks out? They got podcast category. Anything sticks out there? No, nothing I see here. Outstanding podcast, limited series, short form. There's a podcast called Wakanda Forever, the official Black Panther podcast. Didn't know that.
Damn.
Didn't know that.
Okay.
There you go. So anyhow, they gave out a whole lot of awards. Outstanding. Here's the last one I'll read. Outstanding social media personality of the year.
Please don't say it's Kanye West. Please don't say it's Kanye West.
No. Angel Lakita Moore. Don't even know who that is. Lakita Moore.
Never heard of him.
The nominees was Drewski, Keith Lee, Lene Vanee, and Terrell Grice. So at least you didn't get Kanye. He said, "Please don't tell me Kanye West." I kind of wish it was now, just to be like, it's a troll, but it wasn't. So anyway, we're gonna definitely round this out by saying once again, we will revisit the Dan Snyder, the perv. Once this whole thing is, after tonight, when the thing is over and it's streamed, it'll be streaming on Max. It's called Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Children TV or Child TV or Kids TV, something like that. Y'all check it out. This is basically talking about Dan Snyder being a perv and you know his terrible work conditions that he provided and inappropriate things such as getting massages from cast and crew members on set. Um, everybody
I
feeling
can't
that they
believe
have to do it.
I can't believe that
Uh,
we're making this a topic, and I have to now watch this crap. I
uh,
hate watching stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
oh
It
yeah,
it
yeah,
skeeves me out, and now y'all
yeah,
making me watch this.
yeah, bro. It's terrible, but you gotta watch it. And
Yeah,
you
I'm
know
getting ready to
what?
watch it right now. Ugh.
Yeah. So we'll reconvene next week and talk about that and see what we already know, that this guy is a goddamn perv. Here's a picture. One of the pictures I didn't add in there. Picture him in the hot tub with Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, I saw
No,
that picture. I was like,
no.
oh, yeah, yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. And
Yes.
we all wonder why Amanda Bynes is messed up today. I wonder
Yep.
why.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Are you?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I'm
yeah,
done.
He's in.
I'm not. I'm
He's
not.
in.
That's in this
No, I don't know if it's in
yeah.
that. I just seen a picture of him. I don't know if it's in this show, but yeah.
because I'm turning this off if it is. I'm not. No. I listen. No, no. 'Cause I loved
Really.
Amanda Barnes. I thought that girl was so. She was so funny, man. And
She was gorgeous. She was gorgeous. I was like, damn.
She got
And just
she got she just got
she got.
really got, yeah, a lot of, I'm sure some of this had something to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there was a YouTube video that says inside Dan Schneider's and Amanda Bynes' bizarre relationship. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, there's been all types of allegations, of course. And the biggest allegation is that he allegedly, like the one who never comes out and says anything bad about him, Ariana Grande, because she was pushed through, so to speak. She was pushed through and kind of given that leg up to stardom. And he has a lot to do with that, from what allegedly we understand. Yeah. Dan Snyder is a creep. And y'all go and watch this documentary to expose this person for what it is. Now he wants to come out with you know, statements. But and then in true fashion of this guy getting away, because he got away with it, obviously. And then he wants to try to flip it around on us. We're the ones that are perverts. We're the ones that are projecting our adult minds onto this kid show. That's what he's saying. Okay. There you go. Yeah, so that's it. We'll get back at it. And once again, once we get more information about how you can support or continue to support, if you have supported Mr. Eric Monte, we will put that out there. And hopefully you can still do that. Go out and support, man. At the same time, do your research on him. Give you a reason to support. Just do the research. Just Google his name and go from there. Next week, we'll catch up with y'all on that and everything else that's going on in the world of film and television. For everyone here, for the Jedi Council, shout out to the chat rooms holding us down. Shout out over there in IG. Shout out over in Facebook. And for the Jedi Council, I am the director. You're watching Real Talk,
and we'll catch you next week. Peace.
Sha-la-la-la.